first. I didn't remember my dream. I didn't. And I thought maybe it was because I was exhausted. But then I moved slightly, and then the flashback. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it. The scene that stands out the most. It's a garage. It's a garage. And there's a lot going on in this garage. Like it's its own little world. And then there's the city. The rest of the city. But we're in the garage. And my brother is there. I get the feeling he's helping me move. Or something. There's something. My ex is there too. And the dreams that I've had of my ex lately, he's not wanting to talk to me. Like there's this, he's just not wanting to talk to me. And there's this element of, I don't know if I'm moving or there's something my brother's helping me with. There's something going on. And there's a lawyer. And I can't tell if it's ransom or kidnapping or what's the other word? Ransom. A box was delivered, and I can't tell if it had body parts or had something. It had something. And it was like, I can't remember what it was, but I remember my feeling about the whole thing, and I was in control. Like there was this feeling of like nothing can trigger me. Nothing, like there was just that feeling, that knowing of like it doesn't matter what people do. I was in control. There was cherry blossom tree in the middle. And he's there. His energy is there. I can't see him, but his energy is there. This person from my past. I don't know why. And I remember a puppy. I remember it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And when I realized that I had a dream, I tried to go back to sleep, and I'm just like, take me back there, take me back there. I need to know what I need to know. And every time I tried to go back to sleep, I would get interrupted. The phone would ring, or my alarm would go off. Like there was just this, like I wasn't allowed to go back. I don't know what that means. But that scene, many scenes, it's just why it just doesn't make sense. Like I couldn't make sense out of it aside from just knowing there was this feeling like I was being triggered. Like there was this purposeful triggering maybe, but but the thing is that I wasn't panicked. That's the only thing I remember, is that I wasn't panicked. I was in control. And it didn't matter what came up. Like I was like, okay. like I think I'm panicking more now because of the details of the dream. I don't know what that means. But anyway, I just want to record the little bit that I remember. Yeah. I mean, there's more details. But it just doesn't make sense. Like, there's no flow. There's no... Aside from the triggering or people trying to trigger me, but me not being triggered. That's all I remember is that I just, there was this neutral response from me. Like there was this, like I could, yeah, that's all I remember. And there was more to the dream. It's so funny that I woke up and I'm like, oh, I didn't dream. And then I just moved slightly and then it's all there. Or at least that scene is there. So, anyways, I need to finish my notes and go visit my sister because I haven't seen her. I haven't seen her. I think I'm okay to visit. I mean, I haven't been exposed really. I went out last night. I think I was just getting too tired being cooped up, and I'm just so used to going on walks. You know, when I needed a break, and here everything's just so far away. and I went to go run like a grocery run for my brother and his family because they needed, they couldn't go out, and I said, are you guys needing anything? And they needed food, so I was like, okay, just let me know what you need and I'll go. And so I did a grocery run, and it just felt good to be outside. And it was, you know, after a good rain, and the clouds were clearing, and the sky was just so beautiful, and I wanted to stay out longer. So I went back, dropped off the groceries. I said, I'll be back in a little bit. And I got a coffee, and I wanted to walk. I just wanted to walk, so I went to Claremont. I wanted to see art. It was nice to walk around. And just do window. I mean, a lot of the stores are closed, you know, but you can always peek in. And so I went down an alley, a back where a parking lot really, and I saw a building that had art around it, and I took pictures of it because I was just like, I was taken back. I was like, there it is. I mean, I wasn't sure what I was looking for, but I was just following my intuition, and there it was. Street art, and it had these faces that were steel sculptures next to an entrance, and it was what was the entrance to? I'd never seen it before. Well, I mean, there's so much I used to. Folk Museum Center, that's what it's called. Entrance was on the back, but the building itself, it was art, it was paint, it had a mural. It had a mural. Folk Music Center, that's what it was. Folk Music Center. So the back had a mural, people playing the guitar, the cello. I love the cello. And then it had just all art around it, and that was nice. So I stayed there for a while. And I felt better. I was like, okay. And I've been wanting to go home. These past few days, I just want to go home. I want to go. That's all. I need to hurry up. Hi, my name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us. In whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth, this just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relieving, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and we'll see what else comes next for me.